Day 1. No food, just water. Your body still runs on breakfast from yesterday. Glycogen in your liver, about 100 grams of it, enough for roughly 24 hours of normal activity. Hour 6. Blood sugar starts to dip. Hour 12. You feel the first real hunger pang. Your brain uses 120 grams of glucose a day. It has no backup fuel of its own. So the liver starts breaking down glycogen fast. By hour 18, glycogen stores are nearly gone. Your body switches strategy. It starts making glucose from amino acids, from fat, from lactate. This process has a name, gluconeogenesis. Day 2 begins. You've lost water weight already, 2 to 4 pounds, mostly water and glycogen, not fat, not yet. Your muscles start giving up protein for fuel. This is the body's least favorite option, because muscle includes your heart. Researchers saw this in the Minnesota Starvation experiment. Ansel Keys ran it in 1944 and 1945. 36 healthy men, half rations for 6 months. Their heart muscle mass dropped within weeks. Back to your day 2. Irritability sets in. Low blood sugar hits your mood directly. Cortisol rises. Your stress hormone spikes. It's your body preparing for a long fight. Day 3. Ketosis begins. Fat cells release fatty acids into the blood. The liver converts them into ketone bodies. Ketones can fuel your brain when glucose runs low. This is the body's emergency backup generator. Your breath starts to smell different. Fruity, sharp. That's acetone, a ketone byproduct, leaving through your lungs. Hunger, oddly, starts to fade a little. Ketones suppress the hunger hormone ghrelin. Some fasters call this the hardest day. Others say it's the day things get quiet. Your body is now burning fat for most fuel, but muscle breakdown hasn't stopped. It's just slower. Day 4. Weakness becomes obvious. Simple tasks take more effort than before. Blood pressure often drops. Standing up too fast can cause dizziness. This is orthostatic hypotension, a common fasting effect. Electrolytes start shifting. Sodium, potassium, magnesium. Without food, you lose the minerals food would supply. Muscle cramps can appear, especially in the legs. Concentration gets harder to hold on to. Some people report unusual mental clarity instead. Ketones may explain that too. They're an efficient fuel. Day 5. Your body fat becomes the main tank. A person with average body fat has weeks of energy stored. The limiting factor usually isn't fat. It's protein. Lose too much muscle, and organs are at risk. The heart is a muscle. The diaphragm is a muscle. Your body tries to protect them as long as it can, but protection has limits past a certain point. Hunger by day 5 often becomes background noise. Not gone, just familiar. Skin can look pale, eyes can look sunken. Body temperature tends to drop slightly. Metabolism slows to conserve remaining fuel. This drop can be 10 to 20%. It's the body's way of stretching every calorie. Day 6. Fatigue deepens further. Sleep patterns often become disrupted. Hormonal shifts can affect mood and focus. Thyroid hormone production usually slows down too. That slowdown protects energy, but it costs alertness. Historical hunger strikers give us real data points here. Bobby Sands in 1981 survived 66 days without food. He drank water. That single fact changed his timeline. Water is the real deadline in starvation, not food alone. Without water, survival often ends within days. With water, the body can stretch far longer. Back to day 6. Muscle wasting is now visible. Clothes fit looser around the frame. Bone density can begin to weaken over longer fasts. The immune system starts to lose some strength. Wound healing slows without steady nutrients. Day 7. The body is deep into survival mode. Ketone levels are high and stable now. Hunger has often faded into a dull ache. Mental fog can come and go in waves. Heart rate often drops to conserve energy. Blood pressure stays low throughout the day. Muscle loss by now can reach several pounds total. Organ function is under real strain at this point. The kidneys work harder to manage electrolyte balance. The liver keeps producing ketones nonstop. Psychologically, food thoughts can dominate the mind. Some describe vivid dreams about eating. This matches what Minnesota volunteers reported too. They obsessed over recipes and menus for months. Some even collected cookbooks during their restriction. 7 days without food for most healthy adults is survivable, with water, without major prior health conditions. But survivable isn't the same as safe or harmless. Recovery brings its own serious danger. It's called refeeding syndrome. Doctors first documented it clearly after World War II. In camps liberated at the end of the war, survivors were finally given food. Many got dangerously ill. Sudden carbohydrates cause a flood of insulin. Insulin pushes phosphate, potassium, and magnesium into cells fast. Blood levels of these minerals can crash suddenly. Low phosphate can stop the heart from working properly. This is why doctors reintroduce food slowly. Small portions, monitored closely over several days. Broth before solids. Small meals before large ones. Blood tests track minerals throughout the process. Rushing this step can be more dangerous than the fast itself. So what actually decides how long a person survives? Body fat percentage plays a large role. More stored fat generally means a longer safe window. Water intake matters even more than fat. Age, muscle mass, and prior health all factor in. Children and elderly people face far greater risk. Their reserves are smaller, their margin is thinner. Some documented survival fasts stretch far past 7 days. A Scottish man in 1965 fasted 382 days under medical care. Angus Barbieri weighed 456 pounds at the start. Doctors gave him vitamins and monitored him constantly. His case remains one of the longest supervised fasts on record. That case is extreme and medically supervised, not a template. For most people, 7 days is already a serious event. The body doesn't just lose weight, it loses function. Grip strength, reaction time, and focus all decline. Reflexes slow down measurably by the end of the week. Every system is prioritizing survival over performance. The brain and heart get the fuel first. Everything else waits in line behind them. This is the same hierarchy seen in every famine study. From Minnesota in 1944 to modern hospital fasting units, the pattern repeats because the biology doesn't change. So here's the full 7-day arc in order. Day 1, glycogen burns through fast. Day 2, muscle protein starts converting to glucose. Day 3, ketosis takes over as main fuel source. Day 4, blood pressure and electrolytes drop noticeably. Day 5, fat becomes the dominant energy source. Day 6, organs and hormones show visible strain. Day 7, the body holds on, but just barely. Then comes the most dangerous part, recovery. Refeeding done wrong can be worse than the fast. Done right, under care, most healthy adults recover fully. The body is built for scarcity. That's an old design. Famine was common for most of human history. These survival systems kept our ancestors alive through it. They still switch on today, exactly the same way. 7 days without food tests every one of those systems. And in most healthy adults with water, they hold. Barely, but they hold. That's what 7 days without food actually does to a body.